Commanders and the Buffalo Bills. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down. The Bills at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now Pickett. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Now after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Pitching it out to Gibson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be knocked out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ballgame. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Alexander. And he goes down at the 26, a pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down. Throw line the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Gibson going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. They'll try to run with Gibson, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. First and 10, here's Pickett. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's got it at the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He's at the 50. 30. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try to get some of those points back.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. They go play action with Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Pickett. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st and 10, Taylor now, finding room at midfield. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good block.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Jonathan Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the third time in this game. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Commanders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On first down, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kenny Pickett keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. But guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and so when these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about. Assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
From the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
To the air on first down with Pickett. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics. He's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. running straight ahead, Taylor. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have taken the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wilson. This one left side caught by Gibson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick-6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick-6. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
pick it now on first down. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. Touchdown, Bills! Stephon Diggs, as the first half is winding down. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick six, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that end up watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible, let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He gets it to Cooks. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line. A give up the middle to Gibson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll run with Gibson. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Throwing is Wilson. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Back to the ground with Gibson. And scoreboard at least a little more respectable. They'll try to run it with Gibson. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. In motion left goes Cooks. There as his guys will get the football back. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Going for it on fourth down. Here's Pickett. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He'll buy some time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
To try again after the sack, Pickett. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Finding space at the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. There's Wilson to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. That was complete downfield to Kirk. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. They'll run with Gibson. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Play action. It's Wilson. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Antonio Gibson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a rough.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Pickett, he'll air this one out deep for Davis. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 81 yards. And the Bills add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this. And, my goodness, another interception. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Now we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Off the option, here's Taylor. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.